This is a classic Tanks But No Tanks.
She's up there on her own, and she's alright. So they came home.
The Professor and the Coyote.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Professor and the Coyote. I'm the Coyote. I'm sitting here with Professor H. Davenport.
I'm Professor Hayes Davenport. You're listening to KBLI, Santa Fe's adult hits of the 80s, 90s, and now. That was Sean Colvin with Sonny Came Home, and we actually have some exciting news on that front. Sean Colvin will be performing at the KBLI Fall Ball this November 9th at the Georgia O'Keeffe Performing Arts Center in downtown Santa Fe.
And make sure you stop by. We got all the big ones going to be doing shows.
We got all the stars. Edwin McCain is going to be there. He's going to sing I'll Be.
Paula Cole's going to be there.
Paula Cole. Tonic, probably going to perform If You Could Only See.
Hey, I wonder
for
if
you
Paula
guys.
Cole's going to shave her armpits for that.
Oh, Coyote,
I don't
you
think
dirty
so.
dog. Oh, you stinky old dog.
Once again, things that
Sorry,
could have
had
been
to
brought
go
my attention
there.
yesterday.
Hey, Coyote, I know you caught Shark Tank last night.
Oh, yeah, I never miss an episode of that one.
The Coyote and I, we love this little show called Shark Tank, and you guys know we like to do things a little differently over here on KBLI. And one of our favorite games is a game called Tanks But No Tanks, where we play clips from the show Shark Tank, and we explain why the products are useful or just plain cool.
Hey, I'm kind of like a shark, except instead of I can't stop swimming, I can't stop jerking off.
Coyote! Hey, Coyote! This is a family show, Coyote!
Sorry about that.
This week's Tanks But No Tanks, as always, is brought to you by Tower Records. Swing by Tower Records this Thursday, October 3rd, to meet KBLI's own Michael K. Jordan and Kokapelli Joe. They're going to be broadcasting live all afternoon.
Also brought to you by Singular. Go ahead and sign up for a Singular contract and get a free Motorola Razr, the latest in phone technology. Singular, we're not going anywhere.
On to Tanks But No Tanks. This week's shark bait is a guy named Matty Sallin. Matty thinks he's found a solution for those of us who just can't seem to get out of bed in the morning. I know,
guilty.
I know you struggle with that, Coyote.
Oh boy, I can't get out of bed in the morning because I want to stay in bed and keep jerking off. Sorry.
So here we go with Tanks But No Tanks.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Matty Sallin, and my product is called Wakin Bacon.
Now, you hear the sharks chuckling a little bit at Wakin Bacon. And,
Wakin' bacon.
and I'm sorry to say it, but I'm in on the joke myself. Coyote, every now and then I like to partake of some of that.
Yeah, the
God's green
the
herb.
professor's been guilty. Too bad. Don't smoke too much of that stuff. You might wind up dumber than Dan Quayle. Potato.
And it is for a medical condition, so you can call off your jackboots, Governor.
I'll tell you what.
Coming with me, man.
It's for a medical condition. What's the medical condition again, Professor?
It's a restless leg syndrome. When I'm falling asleep, my legs going all over the place, and my wife and I are actually sleeping in separate rooms at this time because she just can't stay down when I'm just sort of kicking her in the leg as I'm trying to fall asleep.
I got something I like to call restless hand syndrome. Only my hand is right over my genital area, and I am jerking off.
So Matty, he's got this device, and we're gonna let him tell you about it.
So while I was getting my master's degree at NYU University, I took an introductory electronics course where we had to make a device for the home. And I wanted to remake an alarm clock. And so I canvassed my fellow students, asking them what their ideal way to wake up was. Now, I can't say what the number one answer was on television, but the close second was the smell and taste of bacon.
Hold on a minute.
I think I've got a guess at the number one answer.
Can we get back to the number one answer?
Yeah, we kind of blew past the number one answer, which, I got a pretty good guess at what it is, Professor.
What do you think it is, Coyote?
taking it from behind.
Taking it from behind.
Everybody wants to wake up, getting it in the backside. You know, the professor likes to wake up that way. You know, the Koyo likes to wake up that way. And engineer Cody certainly likes to wake up that way. Hey, lay that sound clip on me again. This Waking Bacon guy's my kind of dude.
The day is mine!
So this fella has a toaster oven alarm clock, and what it does is it wakes you up with the smell of fresh crackling bacon in the morning, and here's how it works.
So the night before, you open up the chamber and you put in a couple of slices of pre-cooked bacon, and then you set the alarm for, say, 7 a.m. The next morning at 6:50, the clock silently turns on, and it heats up the bacon to a crisp so that the smell is really strong and can wake up any bacon lover.
I tell you, the smell of fresh crackling bacon, it's a lot better than the smell you usually wake up in the morning. Isn't that right, Coyote?
Yeah, I do wake up to a fairly unpleasant smell. I live next to a sulfur plant, and I have to sleep with the windows open.
I'll take famous titties before honey.
Me personally, with me, the smell is the smell of my own child's urine.
Yeah, stale urine.
My boy Carson, he's on this kick right now where he just thinks it's the bee's knees to just pee anywhere except the toilet. And if he could do it on dear old dad's face first thing in the morning, well, that's tops.
I'll tell
That's
you,
tops
more
for
often
him.
than not, I say about Monday through Thursday, I see the professor come wandering in here, and he is just sopping wet with piss. And I'm like, Professor, you don't have a towel in your house? And he goes, they're covered in pee-pee, too.
I personally, I don't see what's so funny about it myself. And to tell you the truth, I'm getting a little bit fed up with it.
Yeah, it sounds peachy keen to him, and it's okay with me, too.
You'll rue the day you crossed me, Trebek.
It's question time for the Sharks. The Sharks just aren't just here to have fun, have a good time. Kevin O'Leary checks in with some safety concerns.
Maddie, what happens when we've sold 10,000 of these and the 10,001st catches on fire and burns the couple to death in their bed?
Whoa, that guy just dropped a bomb bigger than Richard Jewell in the Atlanta Olympics. You know what I mean? He's blowing up this guy's hopes and dreams the way Richard Jewell tried to blow up the Atlanta Olympics.
Not in the Oz, that's not what your mother said.
That's a terrifying thought when you go get all burned up by your own alarm clock.
Isn't that horrible?
That's scarier than Scary Spice. And don't forget to check out Spice World in theaters next week.
And because of those issues, Kevin's not going to invest in the product. He's going to get everyone else to bump a fat no tanks as well.
I'll take anal bum cover for 7,000.
But he does have one last offer up his sleeve.
You got no projections whatsoever. You got a pig box that's going to catch on fire and kill somebody. I'm going to be sued into the Stone Age. I'm out, but I'll give you $100 for the pig box.
$100 for the pig box.
$100.
What would you buy with that $100, Coyote?
I guess I'd get 6 CDs.
6 CDs.
That's right.
Myself, I'd get a general seating ticket for the KBL Live Fall Ball this November night at the George O'Keefe Performing Arts Center in downtown Santa Fe. Who else is going to be there? Ed Kowalczyk of Live is going to perform Lightning Crash's Unplugged.
Yeah, that's right. PJ Harvey's going to be there.
PJ Harvey, sure.
And don't forget
Gavin Rossdale, Vertical Horizon's going to perform Everything You Want. Meredith Brooks is going to perform B-Word, Not Safe for Radio. Tal Bachman's going to check in with She's So High. Then finally, the Gin Blossoms are going to check in with Hey Jealousy, and time permitting, Follow You Down.
And Letters from Cleo will not be there. Not a friend of the station. But I'll tell you what, guys, we got to head out, but just because we're gone doesn't mean you can't think of us. Think of us tonight when you tune in to The Single Guy on NBC. Jonathan Silverman is The Single Guy, along with the girl who played Ross's wife on Friends, and Ming Da Wen. Oh, and Joey Slotnick. These folks get together. They sure have laughs and fun, and so watch the show.
That's it for Professor Dav and the Coyote. Mandy Candy is going to be with you the rest of the morning. Here's Blessed Union of Souls with their new song, Hey Leonardo.
She don't care about my car, and she don't care about my money. She likes me for me.
So that was classic Tanks but no tanks. It's fun to
Yeah, it's fun to walk down memory lane.
remember.
A lot of those jokes hold up.